Tesla's vision of a driverless future is no longer just a concept, it's officially moving into production. The company has begun building the Cybercab, the vehicle designed to power its long-promised robotaxi network. But while that sounds like a major breakthrough, Elon Musk says one thing is likely to test everyone's patience, and that's production will ramp up much more slowly than many expected. Before we dive into the details, make sure to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the biggest news in Tesla, EVs, and the latest breakthroughs in autonomous driving. We've got plenty more coming, and you won't want to miss it. Tesla has officially started pilot production of its long-awaited Cybercab at Gigafactory, Texas, marking an important step toward the company's vision of a fully autonomous robotaxi service. However, don't expect mass production to happen overnight. Elon Musk says the initial ramp-up will be agonizingly slow because the Cybercab introduces many brand new components and manufacturing processes that Tesla must carefully scale. Tesla confirmed this in its first quarter report that Cybercab is now in pilot production and still expects volume manufacturing to begin later this year. Even so, the company has not revealed a monthly production target or exactly when the high volume phase will start. For now, the focus remains on refining the manufacturing process before significantly increasing output. The first Cybercab rolled off the Gigafactory Texas production line back in February of 2026, about 16 months after the vehicle made its public debut at Tesla We Robot event back in October of 2024. During that unveiling, Musk suggested the robotaxi could eventually cost less than $30,000, although he described that as an early target rather than a confirmed retail price. Despite reaching this factory milestone, Tesla has not announced when regular customers will be able to receive a Cybercab. The first vehicle built represents the beginning of production, not the start of customer deliveries or a full commercial launch. Questions have also surfaced about US safety regulations for vehicles without traditional driving controls. Federal law allows the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, or NHTSA, to grant exemptions for up to 2,500 vehicles per year that don't meet every standard safety requirement. However, Tesla's Vice President of Vehicle Engineering, Lars Maravi, says Cybercab is not restricted by that specific limit, although the company has not publicly explained every detail of its legal strategy. According to Musk, the Cybercab's design is based on real-world travel habits. He says around 90% of vehicle trips involve just one or two people, which is why the Cybercab features only 2 seats. Musk believes compact autonomous vehicles like this could eventually become a major part of Tesla's future production, though that vision still depends on expanding safe robotaxi operations and attracting enough riders. Tesla has not released any public forecasts for Cybercab sales or future fleet demand. Unlike Tesla's current consumer vehicles, the Cybercab is designed specifically as a robotaxi. It has no steering wheel, no pedals, and relies entirely on autonomous driving technology. It also supports inductive wireless charging, allowing it to recharge without plugging in. Tesla first showcased the futuristic vehicle at Warner Bros. Studios in Burbank, California, highlighting a design that looks very different from the company's existing lineup. While production has now begun, the Cybercab's widespread deployment will still depend on regulatory approvals and safety requirements in every market where Tesla hopes to operate. Now, with production officially underway, the next challenge isn't building the first Cybercab, it's proving Tesla can manufacture thousands of them while meeting the safety and regulatory standards needed to bring its robotaxi vision to the real world. As Tesla works through the approval process, newly released EPA documents are revealing more about the Cybercab specifications. The tested model is listed as a front-wheel drive EV with a single permanent magnet motor producing 163 kilowatts or 219 horsepower. It also features a 326-volt lithium-ion battery, a curb weight of 3,113 pounds, and a gross vehicle weight rating of 3,730 pounds. However, these details apply only to the certification vehicle, and Tesla could still make changes before the final production version reaches customers. The EPA filing also lists an estimated 418 miles of charge-depleting range and 375 miles on the highway during certification testing. Tesla has also highlighted an efficiency figure of 165 watt-hours per mile. However, these are still early test results, not final consumer ratings, and the real-world range will vary depending on driving conditions. Tesla also hasn't revealed how many Cybercabs it has built so far. The company doesn't report separate production or delivery numbers for the vehicle, making it difficult to track the rollout. While Cybercabs have been spotted outside Gigafactory, Texas, Only Tesla's official production data can confirm how quickly the robotaxi program is actually expanding. Now, at this point, you might be wondering, would you actually trust a car with no steering wheel and no pedals? It's a fascinating question because the Cybercab represents a completely different way of thinking about transportation. Some people see it as the future of mobility, while others believe that fully driverless vehicles still have a long way to go before they're ready for everyday use. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. Would you ride in Tesla's Cybercab on day one, or would you wait until the technology has proven itself? Let us know in the comments. Now let's continue and take a closer look at what Tesla's latest filings reveal about Cybercab. While Cybercab remains in its early rollout, Tesla's overall production continues at a much larger scale. During the first quarter of 2026, the company built 408,386 vehicles and delivered about 358,000. The vast majority were Model 3 and Model Y vehicles, while Cybercab, Cybertruck, and Semi remain grouped under the Other Models category. Tesla also deployed 8.8 gigawatt hours of energy storage, highlighting that its core vehicle lineup and energy business still account for most of the company's current operations. At the same time, the Cybercab program has faced a few internal changes. 3 senior employees involved in vehicle development, software, and factory operations left Tesla in early 2026. The company has not explained the departures or said whether they affected Cybercab production, leaving questions about their overall impact unanswered. Tesla's robotaxi service is also still in its very early stages. The company launched the service in Austin using Model Y SUVs before expanding operations to Dallas and Houston. According to reports, Austin's fleet included around 50 Tesla robotaxis, while competitor Waymo operated more than 250 vehicles in the city. For now, the Cybercab has yet to become the primary vehicle in Tesla's public robotaxi network. Safety remains another important part of the conversation. NHTSA crash reports have documented several incidents involving Tesla's automated driving systems, but those reports shouldn't be viewed as simple safety rankings or direct comparisons with human drivers. Instead, they provide individual case data that regulators continue to monitor as autonomous technology evolves. Looking beyond the Cybercab, Tesla is also investing heavily in its broader automation strategy. Alongside its robotaxi ambitions, the company is preparing future production lines for its Optimus humanoid robot at both Fremont and Giga, Texas. Those facilities are designed with ambitious long-term capacity goals, although they remain future targets rather than current production levels. Together, the Cybercab and Optimus highlight Tesla's vision of expanding beyond electric cars into a future built around autonomous transportation and intelligent robotics. Whether that vision becomes reality will depend on how successfully Tesla can scale production, meet regulatory requirements, and earn public trust in fully autonomous technology. The Cybercab has officially moved from concept into production, but its biggest challenges and perhaps its biggest opportunities still lie ahead. And that's everything you need to know about Tesla's Cybercab production and what it could mean for the future of autonomous transportation. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, be sure to give it a like, drop a comment, and share it with your friends. And stay tuned for the latest updates on Tesla, EVs, and the latest breakthroughs in automotive technology right here on YouTube.